How long did it take you to book your first design day client after finishing the course material?
Well, I finished the course material at Thanksgiving. In December, though, I said, okay, instead of getting my first client, I really need to completely redesign my own website. And then I started to sell it at the new year and
Oh,
immediately got my first client within 2 weeks of the new year. So
I love that. I know you were designing for a long time before you even got here, so let's hear about it.
I started way back in the 90s. In the dark ages of the 90s, I was doing graphic design in this program called Aldus PageMaker. I was working in a print shop. It's actually the largest print shop aboard a cruise ship in the Queen Elizabeth II out of England. I was doing graphic design for their menus and their programs on the cruise ship floating all over Europe. Then I started this company where I combined those two together back in 2004. I didn't know anything about business and ended up going bankrupt. I came back in 2015. I started doing web design and branding design again.
And then it was what, last year that you decided to break off into your own thing?
Yeah, 2024, I started marketing waves. I was building the business and working for a company at the same time. It was too much. I was like, I don't know how people do this, where they build a business and work in a business at the same time. So I finally made the jump in May of last year. So it's almost 1 year since I'm 100% on my own.
Before you signed up for Design Day Blueprint, how were your projects going with before? Like, or what would you say was the biggest pain point, the biggest struggle before getting into it?
Yeah, lack of really a process of being able to deliver the website efficiently. I didn't have a streamlined process of actually creating the website and being able to get it to them in a timely manner. So it would just drag on for weeks as I worked to one page a day.
How long did it take you to book your first Design Day client after finishing the course material?
Well, I finished the course material at Thanksgiving. Instead of getting my first client, I really need to completely redesign my own website, to make it in line with the design day process because it wasn't in that way at all. So I needed to redo it. So I took a month really to just hone in and get it right. And then I started to sell it at the new year. It's like new year, new website, and
Oh,
immediately got my first client within 2 weeks of the new year. So
I love that. What price point did you launch at whenever you had it?
yeah, at the 29.97 base price for just a simple 5-page website.
What would you say is your biggest win or transformation after taking the course?
Definitely just process, just knowing that somebody could go on my website right now and click a button, fill out a form and pay an invoice and and book a design day. I mean, it's like I could be sleeping and somebody could just buy a design day. When I talk to other designers about it, they're just like, no, I don't understand. That you can't do a design a day. That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, I know what you're thinking.
But look, I did it.